Hey everybody, today I'm going to walk you around my 2019 Audi A3. This car has a few packages on it from the factory, but again it's basically just an A3. I don't know why Audi chose to do some different trim levels and different things with it, because apparently they haven't gotten the memo that mods don't add value. I recently found out that mods actually subtract value, so that's kind of cool. So this car and that red Corvette over there are basically worthless, I think, because they have like factory mods and some other stuff that's been done to them. But anyway, getting into this car, so this is an A3. Audi also makes an S3, which is a trim package, and an RS3, which is a trim package. And this happens to have the RS3 trim package with it, which gives it some cool mods that subtract value from the A3. But again, let's get into it. So this is my daily driver. 2019, it has about 15,000 miles on it right now. I've had it since the end of July, and I've personally put around 4,500 miles on it. I actually flew to Washington, D.C. and drove this thing home to Springfield, Missouri. So if you're not sure how far that is, Google could probably tell you, but it was a little trip. I made it in one day, it was fun. What's cool about this car is it actually has two original owners. So there's a little story behind that. The guy that I bought it from claimed that he was the original owner and that he did all the mods with it and, you know, blah, 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 original owner, RS3, etc. After I'd got the car, come to find out, he was not the original owner. He was just the guy that bought the car from the real original owner, or at least I guess he was the real original owner. It's kind of confusing because all the original owners that did all the same mods to this car, but anyway, the guy only had the car a few months, just basically raced the shit out of it all over the state and all over the country, I guess. Just raced it everywhere nonstop. So it was kind of cool to find that out. But I have talked with the original owner, the original owner some, and he seems like a pretty cool guy, and he did most of the mods to it. The second non-original owner just did a few ricey things to it, which I've undone because I didn't really like them. So we'll start out with the exterior of the car and the modifications that aren't factory mods, but they're aftermarket mods that have depreciated the car even more. So from this angle, you can see right away that the calipers have been painted. It's a Porsche green color. They look pretty cool on the car. You can also see from this angle that it has the Maxton Designs front splitter as well as the side skirts. It also has the same Maxton Designs rear piece back here. So you can see it has that part of the kit as well. And then in this shot, you can see it has the Axiom rear reflector delete insert things. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because then everybody just runs into you because there's no reflectors on the back of your car, but it looks pretty cool. Going up the side of it, you can see that it has been lowered. It's on 034 mag ride springs, and the original owner had that recalibrated by Audi, so it actually rides really well. Going across the front, you can see the Quattro emblems here have an overlay on them. I'm not entirely sure what brand that is. This car was equipped with chrome badges, so the badges have been replaced with black ones. I actually replaced the grille badges due to a little bit of damage on paint chips on the rings and put the RS3 badge back on. Other than that, from the exterior standpoint, this car is stock A3. I have purchased a carbon fiber OEM rear spoiler that I'll be putting on once it warms up. It's like negative 25 degrees and snowing here right now, so I'm not gonna do that. But I have it in a box. It's actually up there in a box, so pretty excited to get that put on. I have some wheels ordered for it that should be coming in soon. I ordered those after Black Friday. There's some BC forged. Went with BC forged on my base Corvette over there, and I'm pretty happy with the quality of them. I have an OEM carbon fiber license plate surround ordered. Hasn't arrived yet, but once it arrives, I'll be putting that on. And then from the factory, on the window sticker, this car showed the carbon fiber mirror caps as well. So from an exterior standpoint, that's what it is. It's pretty much just an Audi. I use it as a daily. I get my groceries in it. take the kids to the doctor to get tested for COVID and stuff like that. So just all the daily activities that one would expect that you do in a car, that's what I do with this one. So I'll go ahead and get it opened up here and we can talk about what's been done on the inside of it. And this is actually, pretty excited about this. This is the world debut of these floor mats. So these are brand new OEM floor mats. I treated them with some stuff to keep them looking good, hopefully. Also have the OEM rubber floor mats for it. But if anybody has ever tried to price out these OEM floor mats, you'll see that Audi's really, really proud of them. Not sure why, but they're very expensive floor mats. So super excited to finally have those. Actually, I haven't even sat in the car yet with these floor mats. Almost don't want to. I might just take them back out. You can see the floor mats. We'll zoom in up here. Really, really nice floor mats. Not even touched by a human foot yet. So I'll probably do that later. On the interior, you can see looking in here, if you know these cars, this again doesn't have much done to it. I did do these vents shortly after I bought it. They're the European OEM black something AQ3 RS vents or something like that. This car did not have the RS design package, so it just has the silver stitching on the seats. I try to keep all my cars really, really clean. So this is how pretty much all my vehicles look. I try to keep them at this level just because look in there at the door jambs. I mean, everything on it's perfect. So for a daily, it's hard to do sometimes, but it's kind of a hobby. So yeah, on the inside, really nothing to see, nothing to talk about. So pop the hood in the trunk here and we'll take a look around in those areas. We'll start back here with the trunk. So I've spent some time back here just getting this looking all minty fresh. So spent a lot of time on that bottom liner, cleaning this and just making it look really good. Trying to get it to the quality that I'm used to with my stuff. Some might call me a picky individual. I don't know. I just like to keep things clean. So I also popped the hood. This is where all the magic happens. So if you know anything about these A3s with the RS3 package thing from Audi, you'll know that the engine is kind of spectacular on them. So I've actually heard rumors that I think Toyota had a bunch of inline sixes with a bad 6-cylinder. So they actually sold those out to Audi. And then Audi just took the block and they cut the bad cylinder out and they just made it an inline 5-cylinder. So it's kind of cool. It makes it sound like a tractor. You have to pardon all those creaky doors and stuff. It's like a blizzard. It's really bad here. Almost hate to even open the door and go outside. But under the hood, we'll talk about this. So you can see it's pretty much stock under here. It's stock motor, so not a whole lot to talk about, but it has this carbon fiber intake insert, which was an OEM option. It was on the car when I got it. Not sure if the original owner or the original owner put that on or if Audi put that on, but that is an OEM part. The motor cover is something that I put on. It had a 034 Motorsports carbon fiber cover on it, and I just wasn't a fan of that, so I bought one of these OEM covers. Again, they're really proud of these things. They're so much money for what they are, but hey, what do you do? I mean, it's an expensive car, so you have to put expensive parts on it. Looking under here, you'll see it has an APR intake. It also has an APR intercooler, which we might be able to see the top of it there. Yeah, you can kind of see the top of it there. While I'm at this grill, I actually it was about a 6-hour project for me, polishing this grill up and coating it. I used some G-Technic EXO, I think, and then some topper on that, CSL. And then I've also put the C2 V3 stuff on it. Adds a lot of slickness and a lot of depth and shine. The one thing I didn't touch on the exterior is the original owner put PPF on when the car was new-ish, which is awesome. I've been told that PPF does not add value either, so that's kind of cool, but it has PPF on the bumper, headlights, hood, fenders, the carbon fiber mirrors have it covered. It's going up the pillar here to about right there. You can kind of see the line wrapped across the top, and then the spoiler has it as well. This gloss black around the doors has it also, which is cool because that always looks trashy, but you can see it all has PPF on it. Looks spectacular. I spent a lot of time polishing and coating this car and just making it look, pristine. So Our blue is an incredible color, as you can see here. If you haven't seen one in person, you should try to see one in person because it's magnificent. But anyway, back to the stock stuff going on under here. So it has an APR intake. It has an APR intercooler, APR turbo inlet. It also has some Unitronic injectors on it. It has 034 Motorsports grommets to hold the motor cover on. It has an IROS engine catch can and an IROS DSG catch can over here. This car is running on E85, but in my area it's more like E67. But so yeah, I get E67 and run that in it. I did the Fuel It Bluetooth fuel analyzer thing. It's in there, so I can pull up the ethanol content on my phone. It's pretty cool. This car also has a hybrid turbo setup on it, which is a TTE 700, which they take the factory turbo and they machine stuff out and put bigger wheels in it and make it louder and spins faster and adds power and stuff like that. And the car is tuned with Unitronic Stage 3 software. Again, it's on E67. So the car runs pretty good for being a daily. Like if I do have to get bread, I can get there really quick. Or if I have to, do other daily type activities, buying milk or stuff, I can get it done really quick. I actually bought this car to replace that Corvette. Not replace it, just, be a daily, because with the Corvette, all it really does is sits over there and I'll back it out to wash it and dry it and bring it back in and hook it up to a charger. And then a few weeks later, I'll back it out again and wash it and then bring it back in and hook it back up to a charger. I don't know, just stuff Corvette guys do. There's another video on that Corvette. So it's pretty much stock too, but there's another video. Feel free to check that out. So walking around this car, I think that pretty well covers it. Shortly after I bought it, I was able to source some more OEM wheels, and at one point I had like 12 OEM wheels for this thing. And what I was trying to do was run the 8.5 inch wide wheel all around. So from the factory, these have 8s in the rear and 8.5s in the front. And they have a 235 tire in the back and a 255 in the front. So I wanted to run 4 8.5s with 255s all around. These are just some Michelin all-season tires that I put on it. I also have a 10 millimeter wheel spacer at each corner, so the fitment's actually pretty decent for a factory setup. That's something that the Audi's known to be pretty weak on, is the offset game. But here you can see it's out pretty much flush in the front, and the back pokes just a little bit, but it's not horrible. We'll walk back there. The BC Forged wheels that I went with actually have a pretty aggressive offset, so I'm excited to see those. You can kind of see where this is at. So there's just a little bit of poke back here, but overall it looks really, really good. So yeah, there's a quick walk around of the car. Feel free to check out the other few videos that I have posted now with some acceleration and some different things. At some point I plan to go out and make some draggy runs with this car. For what it's worth, this car is very, very, very hated in the Corvette community. I don't know why, but purists and stuff. But yeah, it's a fun car. It's pretty quick. I'd say in the quarter, it'd probably run a 15.5 or so at maybe 88 miles an hour, 89 miles an hour. So nothing spectacular, but it does run pretty good. And the all-wheel drive should get around really good in the snow for me. As I'd said, there was a blizzard out there right now. But yeah, I guess the cool takeaway is I bought it from the original owner, and come to find out that original owner bought it from the original owner. And yeah, kind of cool history on that car. So if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to drop them below. Feel free to like or subscribe or dislike or leave hate or whatever you want to do. I'll probably post up some more videos of this with some draggy runs and stuff. See if maybe I can break it into the 14s. I think that'd be cool if I could. Again, world premiere of these floor mats. Super, super sweet OEM floor mats. Love them. Haven't even sat on them yet or put my foot on them or laid on them or done something with them yet. So again, that's it. Mods don't add value, mods subtract value. Do not mod your car. Don't buy original owner vehicles that are not original owner vehicles. I think I've covered all of it. as I walk through. It does have BFI motor mount inserts. They were stage 2 when I got them. They had the green inserts, which were like rock solid horrible, so I replaced those with stage 1. It has an ECE dog bone mount. I've since added the spacer kit to that because the original design did not have the spacer, so the dog bone mount would rub on the sway bar and cause a bunch of nasty vibrations and stuff, and I didn't really like that. So I think I've covered all of the mods on this car. So again, feel free to like, subscribe, dislike, leave comments below, and if you want to see anything else on it, just let me know. Thanks for watching if you made it this far.